So while exploring the Grand Theater of Peekany, I received a very odd request from Robin. She says, I'm going to scroll up. Trailblazer, are you still on Peekany? I have a favor to ask. Say, I am. What is it? Actually, it's about the Grand Theater. You may have heard about the Oak family's past proclamation that guests will be absolutely safe. That is all source thanks to the Order's power. The strength has almost dissipated into Peekany, which means that in the present dreams, death is not an impossibility. When my brother and I crashed into the land back then, I was thrust into unconscious darkness. But when I awoke, I was surrounded by nurses, and my brother was nowhere to be seen. I wanted to know if he was safe, but they refused to tell me. It's out of desperation that I would ask you, could you look for my brother in the Grand Theater? Even a tiny clue would be assuring. I'm now really, really afraid. Understood. Leave it to me. I'll think of something. I'm sure he's fine. Thank you, Trailblazer. I'm eternally thankful. If you find anything, look for me near the ticketing booth. I'll be disguised as an Intellitron, dressed in a blue formal attire to avoid the hound's noses. Please. So now we're going to investigate that. We're going to find out what's going on. There's not even a quest marker for this. This is just, I just got a text message from Robin saying, like, yeah, I'm okay, and my brother is nowhere to be found. So we're gonna find her. Find her brother for her. There's a bunch of people in here, but I don't think Robin's here. Hey, happy Thursday, Steve. Welcome in. I'm going to listen in. So we are on the search for Sunday. Apparently, we got I was wandering around just like doing artifact grinding. Am I ready? Oh, what do I need to be ready for? I'm always ready. I'm born ready. I'm born ready. All right, let's go. And as far as med check goes, I haven't yet. Thank you for the reminder. I will have to take him next break. Take my meds. After the song. After the song, I'll BRB and take them. I'll respect the med chat, but after the song. It's such a groovy little tune. I don't think I'll ever get tired of that. All right, BRB, I'll take my meds. All right, meds are taken. All right, taken care of. All right, but anyhow, yeah, thanks for coming in. Thanks for the redeem. I do like to take my meds before stream, just stuff was going on, so I forgot. So appreciate the reminder. And let's listen in on this conversation. So just to read you in case you missed the start, we are trying to find Sunday. Robin has asked us to search the Grand Theater for any signs of her brother. Do you really not know what's happening? Even if the family had obviously made such a ruckus at the theater. I feel like I just had a really long dream, but I can't remember anything in it. Think carefully. What did you see? Who else were the traitors besides Sunday? Everyone is part of the family, so as long as you are truthful, we won't make things difficult for you. Sunday? A traitor? I don't know anything about this. Right. So the hounds are interrogating people. Lady Black Claw. That's what you have to say. Pleasure to meet you, Trailblazer of the Astral Express. Am I that famous now? It seems my intel was spot on. You do have a rather humorous manner of speaking. When I was a kid, I kept asking folks from my parents' generation to tell me tales of the nameless, cosmic adventurers. You're basically my childhood heroes. I never imagined I'd be able to speak to you face to face like this. Unfortunately, the family needs me. I still have a mission to do. And for that, I'd leave this job in a heartbeat and travel with you on the Astral Express. You'd be welcome aboard. Looks like you are the real deal. Congratulations, you're no longer under suspicion. Oh, did you just trick me? These are special times, so please bear with me. Things have been tense recently. The hounds' noses have been sharper than ever. There won't be any trouble so long as you don't say anything foolish. I hope you enjoy your time in Peekany. All right, activate clockwork. So she is currently calm. I want to see her angry. My scale degree goes far beyond the average family member. I may not know what path your little trick do power from, but a trifling ability merely bounces off me thanks to the power of the harmony. It makes me think that at one time when a memo keeper fought me for 300 rounds and shockingly couldn't even disturb a single bit of my memory. In the end, the memo keeper and I became sworn sisters. I haven't made up a name yet, but you need to know that I am that incredible. Harmony's united choir imbues us with strength, but also dilutes our emotions, except for strong emotions, that is. For example, I am happy to be speaking with you. Here, take this money. Think of it as some cash from a friend. Go out and spend big while you're here in Peekany. This way, Lady Blackclaw expresses anger is certainly unique.
Oh yeah?
Let's see what's going on here.
ペースを合わせよう。ドリームカムトゥルー。根は巡る。
3インポジション進行。
すべてが燃え尽きるまで。
We've learned quite a bit about Firefly.
燃やし尽くす。
Newer Divergent universe. So apparently when the swarm disaster happened, which is kind of like an interstellar Grey Goo situation where machines and biological creatures kind of united to this infinitely reproducing beast. It was, you know, basically eating everything in the galaxy. One of the Aeons created creatures like Firefly. Firefly was created to kill the swarm. And there's like stories about them in the little like occurrences that occur during the simulated universe. You get little bits and pieces of the lives of people. Lost property. The corners of this notebook have been turned yellow, and most of the content has been stained rust-like stains, rendering it illegible. 1-1. In the aftermath of the Dusk Wars, darkness shrouded the heavens, and chaos engulfed the earth. 1-2. Then, blank, rent the veil of nothingness, and the radiance of thoughts illuminated the realm of matter. 1-3. However, mortals remained unaware of the materialized illusion that surrounded them. 1-4. Thus emerged Enna, the Order, destined to bring and retain all existence into the known. 1-5. They set the tune for all of existence, regarded time and space as a score, and laid down the laws in equal temperament. 1-6. The real was separated from the imagined, and so it was done. 1-7. And thus all beings were categorized into reality and illusion. That marked the first day. 1-8. They bestowed upon all beings truth. All beings beseeched Edna, praising them, the magnificent aeon of divine power. 1-9. Your divine blessing has granted us knowledge that we are born as human, and that all humans experience life and death, and they shall face the end. Yet, we do not comprehend the workings of the mortal world. 1-10. In response, they gathered nebula and forged them into strings, creating a grand piano with wide white and narrow black keys. They struck the white keys, and the sun rose. They struck the narrow black keys, and the moon rose. 31 days passed thus in cycles as one phase, and Celestura observed after 3 phases, and the striking reoccurred according to this intonation for 4 equal times. Henceforth the universe knew the rhythm of days, nights, seasons, and years, and thus it was done. This marked the 2nd day. They bestowed upon all beings calendar. Once again, all the beings beseeched Enna, praising them, the magnificent Aeon of divine power. Your divine boon has granted us knowledge, revealing to us, the disciples of all things, the existence of days and nights and the 4 seasons, yet we lack the means to recognize one another. In response, they plucked streams of stars into inked nibs, creating symbols of pronunciation and counting. As their brush rose, humans saw the silhouettes of reality. As their brush fell, humans felt the illusion of thought. The form and the idea were intertwined, and the limitless meanings were born from finite meaning elements. All beings gained their unique symbols, and so it was day, done, and that marked the 3rd day. And they bestowed upon all beings the gift of language. Once again, all beings beseeched Enna, praising them in the magnificent Aeon of divine power. Your divine boon has granted us the ability to use tongues and pronounce words, to know what language has shape and meaning. Yet we lack the discernment to distinguish pros and cons. In response, they molded stardust into flowing rivers, assigned the righteous to the upstream and the wicked and the traitorous to the downstream. They built a dam amidst the currents, preventing filth and mud from flowing backwards. Thus, all beings gained the ability to discern good from evil. And so it was done. That marked the 4th day. And they bestowed upon all beings the gift of values. Once again, all beings beseech Enna, praising them, the magnificent Aeon with divine power. Your divine boon has granted us the capacity to tell right and wrong with your eyes. Some things are clear, where others are muddled in mortals, yet we lack the capacity to solve such concerns. Pokemon in chat. There you go. In response, they picked up Nebula to lay out the laws, forging a codic of conduct with masses before their eyes. Life and freedom of the masses were certainly the most precious of values, and transgressors were to be sentenced according to the law. Honor and property, the masses were deemed most appropriate, and those who upheld them were duly rewarded. The law was unquestionable by mortal beings, and all lives of flesh and bone would forever remember it. So it was done, and that marked the 5th day. They bestowed upon all beings the gift of rules. Once again, the beings beseeched Enna, praising them, the magnificent Aeon with divine power. Your divine boon has granted us the power to assess justice with our hearts, to know what good deeds are to be rewarded and harmful feats are to be repaid. Yet we struggle to understand the purpose behind our lives. In response, they crafted melodies using star clusters, used the grand piano with wide white keys and narrow black keys as the instrument, and used the symbols for pronunciation and counting as the musical notes. Employed a river that only flew downwards as the rhythm, and deployed the codices that laid out laws as a musical style. Thus, harmony of all things were expressed through time and space, and as mortals found their unique place within the universe. So it was done. That marked the 6th day. They bespooked upon all beings the gift of meaning they had brought into existence, and then they rested from their creative work. However, once again, the beings beseeched Enna, praising them, the magnificent Aeon with divine power, but with a tone of curse. With order you have defined all things in the cosmos, yet this only made us realize that we are mere puppets within your grasp. Thus, on that day, all beings united and cast the Aeon into the pit of destruction. And so it was done. That marked the 7th day. All humans rejoiced in a resounding ruckus, and the stars joined them in unison in that moment. A notebook. Its corners are yellow. All right, well, we've read that part. When you flip it, it rather withered, brittle page. A burst of bubbles brimming with bright colors rises from it. They do not linger long in the air and shift into mirages. At that moment, you hear a faint sound next to your ear. The victor bears the
私にとど
responsibility
め
of
を
victory.
刺し
Finish me,
空へ羽ば
fly
たき
into
なさい
the sky. I think we found Sunday.
本当は一緒に空へ羽ばたくはずだったのに。
But we were supposed to fly into the sky together, Robin says.
私もそうなることを
If only I could.
望んでいました。
What's this? When you try to focus and try to track down the source of the sound, you only discover that they have disappeared like morning dew in the light that pours down from the curtains, fading without a trace. Journal's pages bear traces of what appears to be words resembling Robin. Could it be related to that elegant songstress? I'll keep this safe for now. This is definitely part of the quest. Good. Lost property. Balloons represent Boston. Boston represents the IPC.
Hey!
Let's get like generic items used for crafting later.
Yeah.
Is that blue? You are not wearing blue, but okay. At least you're elegant. Hey, Trailblazer, over here. Robin, is that you? It is me. It's a bother taking with this face. Here, hang on. I didn't think anyone noticed us. Let's talk. Did you find anything? The reaction is almost imperceptible, but you definitely notice her momentary shock. She restores her composure very quickly and flashes a smile at you, even if her voice trembles ever so slightly. Oh man, look at that expression. It's really good. Thank you. I'll have a look. You don't look so good. Sorry. I'm fine. Thank you, Trailblazer. This is definitely my big brother's handwriting. Should be one of his belongings, but this scripture, the Odes of Harmony, has nothing like this record in it. And this red residue. So he really... Robin chokes on her words. I'm really sorry. Robin simply bows her head, staring dumbly at the journal in her hands, and says nothing. She finally speaks after a long silence. When we reunited at Dreamfox Reef, I had an ominous feeling that maybe our paths would not cross again. It's just, I didn't expect this day to come so soon. So, what do you intend to do? I don't know. There are too many things happening. I'm too confused to process them all right now. All of us, you, me, my brother, all of us, we're obviously have nothing but kind intentions, but to do the best we can do in all we do, and give it our all, but our countless kind acts, they only ended in tragedy. This world, it's really not very beautiful at all. Well, we can make it better. All right, there's plenty more we can do. Dream is on the verge of collapse. Many sinister characters are rearing to capitalize on the situation. I have to protect this place at all cost. Call it of impurities and turn it into something better. I'm sure Sunday would also want me to do so. Speaking of my brother, though we only found this journal, I don't think it means anything right now. My instincts tell me that he's definitely alive and, well, somewhere in this dream. I'm looking for no way out, for that ideal that we share. I mean, the sky is where the birds belong. May your ideals come true soon. Yes, I will gladly take your blessing. I'll never back down, nor have I ever. Let's leave it here for now. Thank you for chatting me for so long. I'm guessing that the hounds have already discovered that I've slipped out. I'm sorry, Trailblazer, but I have to return right now. May the harmony let's light be with you. Just before the last words drop, a faded card falls out between the pages of the book. Huh, this is someone's treasure. The collectible cards of the Planet of Festivity series are designed and released by Dream Star Entertainment of the Alfalfa Publishing House. All rights are reserved. Unauthorized reproduction will be prosecuted. This collectible card showcases exceptional craftsmanship, exceeding it in ordinary copies and suggesting it may be a limited edition. The back of the card features the owner's elegant handwriting. To my dear brother, may our skies always shine bright with starlight. Huh. I also have a card that resembles this. No, this is a limited edition. The distributor gave it to me as a commemorative souvenir, but I thought it would mean more to my brother. I wrote some kind words on it and gave it to him. I never thought he'd still have this. It's been so many years. He must be really lonely. Her face flushes red with a less than perfect smile. She excuses herself and leaves with a rush. The feather he dropped. Program list sticker. And Hope is the Thing with Feathers Overture.